Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Hello everyone. I'm Muhammad Abdullah and we are group 6. Today we are going to talk about Sudanese cuisine. So I'm excited to introduce you Sudanese cuisine, which is more than just food. It's a reflection of culture, historical, and identity. Sudanese food showcase of mixed flavor influenced by different ethnic groups and colonial history. The country unique and geography diversity help shape cuisine that blends African, Arab, and Nubian elements. Food in Sudan is not just for eating, but it's a big part in the social life, especially in religion celebration and family gathering. It represents the hospitality and unity and also the tradition. So let's take a look to uh, some of popular dishes and spices and the cultural meaning behind Sudanese food. So my friend will continue to you with the problem statement. Thank you very much.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. I'm Ibrahim Abuzer, student and FKE, electrical engineer. The matric number EE 240082. Today I will talk about the problem statement and elaborate three main problems in this topic. The first thing or first problem is globalization threatening traditional food culture, like the modern lifestyle and the spirit of fast food are replacing traditional Sudanese meal. The second point is economic issue, limited access to traditional ingredients because the family is trying to buy the cheaper food, like the food shortage and poverty. Also, poverty also makes it difficult for many families to afford or access traditional ingredients. The third point is a health concern, like diabetes. For example, the shift toward processed and unhealthy food has contributed to rise the diet-related health issues such as diabetes and heart disease. Thank you. That's my part. I will let Martin complete.
Assalamu alaikum. It's me, Mazin, as a presenter for the research question. What are the origin of Sudanese cuisine? This question explores the earlier beginning of Sudanese food, tracked its roots, how ethnic civilization like Nubian and examine how trade ingredient and methods are first developed. The second question is how have trade changed over time. This looks at how Sudanese cook methods, ingredients, and food customs have evolved through different historical periods, from ancient time to modern day. And the last question of this research question is, what are the roots of trade, region, and colonization? This question investigates how trade roots, Islamic practices, and colonization influence introduce new foods and reshape the Sudanese consume into a blend of African, Arab, and Mediterranean style. That's all. Now, my good friend Bashir will continue with the research objectives.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Before we go, let me to introduce myself. My name is Bashir Al-Tahir. I'm from Sudan. I'm going to talk about the objective of this research. I'm going to touch about 4 points. And first one is going to be to introduce Sudanese food. And we focus this point to show the important foods that used in Sudan this such as millet and beans and local spice. So also we talk about how people cook this food using all tools and traditional way, and there some families still use it. The second point it is going to be about highlight region difference. So Sudan is big country with many culture and region, and each region has one way to cook. For example, people in East cook more seafood, and while the people in West and South they used to use the beans more. So this showing how food change from one area to another. The third point it is going to be about understand food in Sudanese culture. Food in Sudan it's not for just for eating. It has a big meaning. It is bring people together during marriage and wedding, religion and holidays. Also, we can say family visit. Um, it's showing love, respect, and unity. The last point, save old space. Many old space are spraying, so we want to write them down and keep them safe. This way, the next generation can learn and join this traditional art tour. So this all, and let us to continue with my friend Mustafa.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Mishtaba Muhammad. I'm going to talk about four main points explain the importance of this research. The first point is culture, heritage, and preservation. Sudanese cuisine reflects thousands of years of cultural evolution, and food acts as medium to preserve Sudan identity, tradition, and intergenerational knowledge. The second point is environmental and agriculture insight. Traditional farming techniques like zybits and earthen ponds showcase sustainable practices. Studying these practices provides insight into adapting to climate change and improving food security. The third point is religious and festive symbolism. Sudanese meals carry deep spiritual and communal meaning during events like Ramadan and weddings and Eids. And meals like Kisra, Mulah, and Sahlab symbolize unity and generosity. And at least documentation and innovation. Recipes passed down orally in this generation are at risk of extinction. And recording and reimagining dishes helps preserve culture and inspire innovation. And for literature review, I'm gonna let Muhammad Matasim take the lead from here.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. My name is Muhammad Mu'tasim Abu Bakr, a Sudanese student at UTHM. Today I will handle the literature review. I have 3 points I want to talk about: historical influences on Sudanese cuisine, modern challenges, urbanization and globalization, and economic and food security issues. So the first point, Sudanese food has ancient roots in Nubian agriculture with stable crops like sorghum and millet, still central today. Over time, Arab, Ottoman, Egyptian, and British influences introduced new ingredients and techniques, shaping a diverse and evolving cuisine. The second point, modern challenges, urbanization and globalization, and the rise of fast food and proceed products, especially in urban areas like Khartoum, is causing traditional food practices to decline. And these changes are linked to health problems like obesity and diabetes, especially among youth. Now, the third point, economic and food security issues, economic instability, inflation, and reliance on important products have limited access to traditional ingredients and increased food insecurity in both rural and urban areas. The shift threatened both health and cultural heritage. That's all from me. Now let's continue with the research methodology with Muhammad Abdullah again.
Hello, it's me again. In this part, we talk about the research methodology that we are used in our study. Uh, we use a qualitative approach to explore the history and culture and current challenges for Sudanese food. For example, firstly, we have a lecture review. We looked at the books and we watch a program about Sudanese food uh, to to build a background about our topic. Secondly, we ask Sudanese people, we go to Sudanese community to get more information about their food. We ask chief and also uh, this all uh, to get real insights. And also, we studied example of food tourism and to see how they work in their real life. These all methodologies that we use to get this report. Thank you very much. So, my friend will continue with you with discussion and analysis.
Hello, everyone. I'm Ahmed Ismat. I will talk about the history of Sudanese food and how it changed over time. I have 3 points to talk about. Number one is old tradition. Sudanese food started a long time ago with ancient Nubian people. They grow plants like sorghum and millet. They used fermentation to cook. This was good for the weather and for the health. It was the beginning of the Sudanese food. Now let's move to another part, which is about the influence of Islam and Arab culture on Sudanese food. When Islam came to Sudan, people got new foods like spices, dates, and beans. They started eat together from one plate. This is very common during Ramadan and Eid. Now let's talk about the colonial period, how changed Sudanese food. Uh, Later, during colonial times, new food came to Sudan like rice, lentils, coffee, and bread. Rich people in cities liked this food. They mixed them with Sudanese food. The British changed farming. People started using more imported food. Now let's continue with the conclusion with Muhammad Mu'tasim.
So, in conclusion, food equal identity, resilience, and opportunity. Sudanese cuisine is a powerful symbol of national identity, cultural resilience, and social unity. It tells the story of Sudanese history and reflects the strengths and creativity of its people. Innovation can preserve tradition by combining traditional ingredients with modern cooking techniques and media platforms. Sudanese food can stay relevant while maintaining its cultural roots, balancing modernization and cultural preservation. As the Sudan modernizes its culture to protect and promote traditional food culture, a balanced approach ensure that programs doesn't come at the cost of its losing heritage. Okay, thank you for listening to us today. We are Group 6 and we talked about Sudanese cuisine.